Using the squishy ball, we're now going to place it under your bum. Take a lay down, lift your pelvis and place the squishy ball underneath your tail end of the spine, so that when you bring one knee in the air followed by the next knee in the air, you'll feel this part, your waistband, drop back into the floor. It's a bit wibbly wobbly woo, so watch out. Have your hands, fingertips pointing towards each other on the front of your knees, checking that your shoulders and elbows are not lifted, but they're dropped down. You're going to hug your thighs towards you and away from you. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. So as your thigh bones move, we're WD-40ing in these hip sockets here. Inhale and exhale. Back-to-back Ds. Both knees come towards the head. You part both legs and your feet and you circle around. Inhaling and exhaling. And the wibbly-wobbly woo-ness might continue to happen. You can go smaller in the shape of your circle, or you can go wider in the shape of your circle. As long as you don't fall off, you'll be all right. We can reverse and go the other way. You're circling, moving the thigh bones in the hip sockets, very relaxed feet. Breathing all the way, inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. Before we change it into our shearing pattern. This is the movement our thigh bones are familiar with in a walking gait pattern. One goes away, one goes towards. The next one is called challenge anachas, nothing to do with jumpsuits and helicopters. We shear and circle around. Shear and circle around. This will be your nervous system feeling slightly challenged. Shear and circle around, but you've got it. Let's change direction. So we switch and circle, observing which leg bone moves a little bit wider perhaps than the other. See if you even up by embracing your brain-body connection to come to a still point. Changing exercise, both hands now are going to hold your right knee. You're going to straighten as far as you're able your left leg towards the ceiling. It might not go fully straight, and that's fine. Then that long leg, a bit like a drawbridge, is going to lower down towards the bench. And once it's lowered down, you'll then bend that knee and bicycle it back in. And we're going to do 3 more on that side. Inhale, the leg can go up towards the ceiling. As you exhale and that long leg lowers down, you want the back of this thigh to go as close to the bench as possible without disturbing your back before bicycling the leg all the way back in. Last one, opening out through the front of your hip. So where we spend a lot of time seated, this really helps us to open out through the front of the hip to change the height in our spine. We're going to swap sides, both hands on the left leg, right leg now goes up towards the ceiling, and we can lower that long leg down towards the bench before we bend the knee and drag the foot back in. Up it goes, inhale. As you exhale, leaning your body back into the bench. Be shoring not to arch your back. You're leaning back into the bench as the leg lowers before bicycling it back through. Unfurling it back up to the ceiling. Very relaxed feet, very relaxed shins. Opening the front of the thigh and the hip to lower down and bicycling through. Believe this is our last one coming up as you send the leg up to the ceiling and then open through that hip socket all the way down towards the bench. Once you finish that last one, we can stand your feet down, remove the squishy ball, and when you rest your pelvis back onto the floor, notice how it feels.